Exercise 3, cross shots. Now normally these would be called cross-court shots, but chances are you're not practicing on a court with HECS balls. So what we're going to be doing with this exercise is building on the last one of forehand and backhand transitions, and now we're going to actually practice aiming the ball a lot more. As you can see, we're hitting the ball from side to side. For this drill, we'll be aiming a little bit off center. So first, your center is pretty much right where your nose is pointing against the wall. So we'll be aiming a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right if that's where you want to hit. And as you're doing so, you'll want to focus on a very quick racket preparation. This means you'll be creating the racket angle very soon. So think of a cone out in front of you. The faster you can move your racket to these positions, the more success you'll have with this drill. The key positions to master are more about racket placement than actual grip on the racket. What you want to do is have your backhand out in front of you and getting your hand away from your midline, so far to the left. And same thing with your forehand, you want to get your forehand way out to your racket side. That way you can create the angles really quickly. So the key positions are about moving your hand from side to side and having the racket angle accommodate the shot you want to hit. You can, of course, practice switching grips in between shots, but if you do happen to hit very fast rallies, especially with the number 1 HECS ball, you might not have time to always switch. Now, so far we've practiced this backhand, which stays pretty parallel to the wall. If we want to get it to go across, what we have to do is change the racket face. And so here is where we're going to start seeing, the breaking of the molds of the grips. Like, we're not going to be perfect with the grip because it's going to change because the shot is changing. So if I go from a straight backhand here and I want to go across, you'll notice that if you hold the racket the same way, it'll be more and more difficult with the wrist and your forearm. And so there's a few things you could do. You can position yourself differently, which is one thing you can do, and we'll look at that. But the other thing is moving your racket a little bit more in your hand. And so here now we're changing the grip a little bit. And we're trying to focus on the racket face to get it across and pointing to that spot. Now make sure to master this drill because you want to get comfortable hitting shots out in front of you, not just beside you or as it comes to you. We want to be very active in our shots. We don't want to be passive and always waiting for the ball or the shuttle to come to us. So keep working on that speed because future drills will definitely put that speed to good use.